Assalamualaikum, my beloved brother and sister. This is a rewrite of your script, focusing on a more cinematic, evocative, and rhythmic tone. I've structured it to highlight the contrast between the physical struggle of the trench and the spiritual victory of the heart. The strike of metal on stone echoed through the cold air. The first blow, a spark flickered, illuminating the dirt-stained faces of the hungry. The second blow, a flash of brilliant light, momentarily blinding the night. The third blow, the unbreakable rock shattered into dust. As the stone broke, a divine promise was born, but outside the city, a nightmare was gathering. A violent, freezing wind began to howl, tearing through enemy tents and extinguishing their fires. My beloved brothers and sisters, there are moments when the world seems to consolidate its entire weight against the believer. Moments where every horizon carries a threat, and the only thing standing between trust and total despair is the heartbeat of a servant. This was the Battle of the Trench, the day 10,000 warriors marched with one goal: to erase Islam from the face of the earth. Bitterness is a powerful poison. After the Banu Nadir were expelled for their treachery, they didn't just retreat, they plotted. They traveled to Mecca, whispering to the Quraysh, even claiming that the idols of the pagans were better guided than the light of revelation. Allah revealed their nature in the Quran. Have you not seen those who were given a portion of the scripture, who believe in falsehood, and say of the disbelievers, these are better guided than the believers? The alliance was formed. An unstoppable tide of 10,000 soldiers, the Confederates, began their march toward the heart of Medina. Medina, the Prophet did not rule with silence, he led through counsel. He gathered his companions, and every voice was heard. It was then that Salman al-Farsi R.A. spoke of a strategy never before seen in Arabia, in Persia. When we are besieged, we dig a trench. The Prophet smiled. The plan was set. But the task was Herculean. The earth was frozen stone, the wind bit through their skin, and their stomachs were empty. Yet, their faith remained unshakable. Even the Prophet carried the dust of the earth on his own shoulders, digging alongside them. The air filled with the rhythmic chant of the Sahaba. We are the ones who pledge to Muhammad to strive in jihad as long as we live. And the Prophet's voice, warm and steady, replied, O Allah, the true life is the life of the hereafter. So forgive the Ansar and the Muhajirin. At the height of the labor, they hit a mountain of a rock that no hammer could dent. They called for the messenger. With the first strike he cried, Allahu Akbar! I have been given the keys of Sham. With the second, Allahu Akbar! I have been given the keys of Persia. With the third, as the rock crumbled, Allahu Akbar! I have been given the keys of Yemen. To the world, they were men trapped in a hole, starving and surrounded. To the Prophet, they were the future inheritors of empires. He spoke of victory when the world saw only defeat. The Confederates arrived like a sea of iron, but they stopped dead at the edge of the trench. The siege began. Weeks passed. The Quran describes this moment vividly, when the eyes grew wide and the hearts reached the throats. And then, the ultimate test, betrayal. The Banu Qurayza broke their treaty. Suddenly, the Muslims were caught between a massive army in front and a knife at their backs. The city was exposed from within. The Prophet raised his hands to the sky. O Allah, revealer of the book, swift in reckoning, defeat the Confederates. O Allah, shake them! The answer did not come from a sword, it came from the sky. A freezing, violent gale descended upon the enemy. Their pots were overturned, their tents were ripped from the ground, and their hearts were filled with a terror they couldn't name. The dust of the trench settled, but the story was far from over. The external enemy was gone, but the betrayal from within Medina could not go unanswered. Join us in the next episode as we witness the consequences of broken oaths, the siege of Banu Qurayza.